Retired Police Chief Tony Pistezzi of the Coral Springs Police Department and retired Chief Frank Babinick of the Coral Springs and Parkland Fire and EMS Department made presentations today at the U of L regarding their shared experiences during the Parkland shooting of 2018. Pistezzi has been a vocal advocate of apps like Guard and Hero 911, which he says would have sped up the response times during the tragedy.
This whole incident, everybody was unfortunately shot within 5 minutes. The first backup didn't even get there for 3 minutes. So there's not going to be anybody to help these people. And the Hero 911 apps or the Guard 911 apps, why they're so important is we would have gotten notified immediately. Immediately. Everybody would have been notified because truly in this particular situation, he was firing shots for 1.5 minutes before any of us knew that there was anything going on at the school.
Babinick says mental health support was provided before the first responders of the fire and EMS departments had even left the scene. This work was done years prior in preparation of such an event.
That was actually up and running for the first 60 days following the incident. But within that 60 days, every responder that responds to that scene on the fire rescue side was visited. Every person that they were in a station with, even if they weren't at that scene, were visited. And then we set up follow-up care with peer counselors, with appropriately trained clinicians. There were therapy dogs, there were mental health counselors, there were psychiatrists. So we had built collectively, in partnership with a lot of people, a whole mental wellness response plan.
Nicholas Cruz pleaded guilty to 17 counts of murder and 17 counts of attempted murder in a Florida courtroom in October. He faces a minimum of life in prison and maximum of the death penalty. A jury will decide Cruz's fate during the upcoming sentencing phase of his trial on January 4th of 2022. For Bridge City News, I'm Micah Quinn.